Alright, so I wanted to give you an update on Lucille, my 1965 CB160. Something happened when I was checking out the cylinders here. The clearance. They're a little sloppy. The issue is that I put in brand new standard piston rings and I checked the gap. So I fitted them to the cylinder, checked the gap, and they were already out of spec. So brand new rings, before they'd been ground, were over spec, so they were too big. So I took it to a guy in Toronto, Gord Bush. Gord has been making performance motors for 20 some odd years, and we talked about it. He suggested going 1 over. However, it was not possible for me to find a set of 1 over pistons and rings. So I was able to find triple over. I don't know if you can see that. Should say 0.75. I don't know if you can see that. So we'll go triple over, and I'll take the pistons, cylinders, and new set of rings. And at the same time, I picked up new wrist pins and 4 new clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. From DSS in England. Mark was the guy there. I recommend. He was a really polite gentleman who helped him with the transaction, and the stuff arrived via UPS, so that was pretty good. Also, there's going to be a new cam chain. This came from Les at Vintage Advantage, so he's on eBay, so check in with him. Tappet wrench. The only issue here, the valve adjust wrench, this little box, this 3mm box, that's correct, so that'll fit. However, that's an 8. Sorry, that's the 8 right there. However, on mine, there you go. That's a 9. That's a 9mm nut. So anyway, at least the 3mm box fits. So I'll jerry rig something. I'll just pick up a 9mm socket and file down a block of brass. Drill to this dimension. Plug the socket. Run this through the middle, and then I'll be able to adjust the nut using the socket with this running through the middle and a small brass bushing stuffed in the end of the socket with a hole running through it to take this. So simple fix, not the end of the world. Won't have a fancy handle on it, but that's okay. Yeah, so these are these standard pistons, a little gummy, but for the most part they cleaned up really well. These were just 2 layers of carbon on there. It was absolutely brutal. But anyway, so I'll be hanging on to those, and of course, brand new standard rings. What I might end up doing is, well, I'll probably just keep going up. I mean, she's got 15,000 miles on her, and I put 1,100 on just this summer. So she's got another 10 years in her with triple over. I don't foresee any issues there, possibly. Yeah, so we're going to do that. So Gord Bush in Toronto is going to machine the cylinders with the tolerances. I'll provide him with the tolerances. So he's going to match the cylinders and the pistons and grind the new rings to fit. Ta-da! And then we'll be triple over. So that should be good fun. New cam chain. What else? Oh yeah, there's some pitting in the valve cover surface here. So I'm thinking of putting some 3-bond in there, taking a sharp razor blade, shearing it off to fill the void, and then putting the gasket on top. So hopefully that'll work. So anyway, that's the update. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep it standard, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure that it runs and it doesn't burn oil. So that's what I had to do. So I'll keep you posted. Bye.